Next, we have number 20 Minnesota. They are facing number 22 Iowa. Actually lied earlier. This is the second game in which the lower ranked team, Iowa, they are the favorite. They are 6.5 point favorites at home. 37.5 is the over under. Minnesota, they are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 road games. They're also 5-1 straight up in their last 6 road games. At Iowa, they are both 5-0 against the spread and 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games against Minnesota. Mook, pick the winner.
Minnesota's beat up, man. They had pretty much the road to the West paved for them, and they went and lost at Illinois. But they're very beaten up. Iowa, that was an ugly win over Northwestern, but their defense is good. This game's at Iowa. I think this is my lowest scoring game of the week. I think that neither team is going to get a whole lot going offensively, and I'm going to take the Hawkeyes in another game that just looks similar to the Northwestern game last week. I don't see a lot of points in there, but a 2017 type game for Iowa.
All right, cool. If it's a 2017 game, guess who I have scoring 20?
Well, Iowa, because they got 2 pick sixes.
yeah, that's the only way they're getting it. If Minnesota protects the ball, I have Minnesota scoring the 20 or scoring more than Iowa in this matchup. I have Minnesota as my upset pick of the week. Minnesota is coming off an ugly loss. I love teams that have a bounce back. Everyone's going to be picking Iowa at home. Everyone's going to side with Vegas here as the lower ranked team. They are the favorite at home. I'm going the other way. I'm taking the team that had a nasty, ugly loss last week that seemingly can have 2 good weeks in a row. I'm going with the team that also low-key last week were able to secure their head coach, PJ Fleck, for another, I think, 7 years and gave him a raise. So they clearly like what's going on in Minnesota. Actually, I got a former teammate that coaches running backs there. So shout out to you, Kenny Burns. So with that being said, to me, this is anyone's game because it's going to be a low-scoring game. It's going to be a classic Big Ten matchup. It's going to be one of those games where every team is just scratching and clawing for every yard, and special teams may make a play here. And I just feel like when you have a game where it's going to be a low-scoring game, anyone can win, why not take the points? And also, why not take the team that is the higher-ranked team? So I'm going with the Gophers. And also, as I mentioned, I'm going to take the team that is looking for a bounce back. Right, and that no one is picking, and I feel like they have an opportunity to, make a statement with this win against an Iowa team that, to me, has not been so hot the last few weeks. They've had trouble scoring, and they just haven't been that impressive. So, I like PJ Fleck and his boys to win this matchup.
And then just the kind of, you said you have a former teammate or the running backs coach. Now, this is the one thing I got to give Minnesota credit on. I don't know what their status was completely last week, but the week before they were down to like their 4th string running back, and they were giving the ball to a linebacker, out of the backfield.
So, and they made it work.
Yeah. So so that I will give credit to Minnesota for. I just don't know how long you can do that. They're beat up.
No, it's tough. They are beat up. Again, injuries suck. And injuries are not easier to replace, especially at the collegiate level where you can't pick up Odell Beckham off of the waiver wire. Like you don't have that opportunity. So it's going to be tough. But again, Minnesota, they have a lot of fight in them. And they're that team that you just don't want to play late in the season for games like this. And I feel like they can prove me right.